Now let's continue with the same chapter, quadratic equation. Now I have taken two questions, and in both questions we have to solve x, and they looks very similar also, right? Let's figure out how to solve the first question. So I will be deleting the second question, right? All right, I had made space. Now clearly this is not in the form of quadratic equation, and I've seen that the one usual method of solving is to take LCM, right, and solve it. Well, we can get the answer. But I think that this can be done in a simpler way. Well, for that, what pattern when you are observing that the second what is that? Second expression, right, is the reciprocal of the first. Can you observe? Here the numerator is the denominator and the denominator is the numerator. So it's easier if you do it like this way, like consider the first one. Let's say put or let this be y. So if this is y, if this is y, then can I say this is reciprocal of y? That means 2x plus 1 over x minus 1 is reciprocal of y, that is 1 by y. And let's start solving by replacing these with x and y. So if I do so, I can say the first is y and then 1 over y is equal to 2. And then by taking LCM, it's going to be what? Y squared plus 1 over y. I mean, I took LCM as y, right? So by further simplification, transposing this y to the right-hand side, it's going to be 2y. And then when writing in the standard form, I'm getting y squared minus 2y plus 1 is equal to 0. You may factorize it, but I can clearly see that this is y minus 1 whole square, isn't it? A square minus 2ab plus b square. So we got two factors of y as y minus 1 and y minus 1 equal to 0. So I can say from here, equating this with 0, y is equal to 1 or y is equal to 1. Now, once we have got the value of y, we can replace this y with 1. So check here. In the first case, if I replace this in this equation, if I replace this with 1, what I'm going by cross multiplication, it is. So what you figure out here that this is 1 is same as 1 by 1. So you may do transposing or you may do cross multiplication. It's all same. So it's going to be what? Taking LCM. Oh, sorry, transposing 1 to this side and x to this other side. So it's minus 2 is equal to x. Am I right? Yes, it is. So we got x is equal to minus 2 as the answer for the one part. Similarly, I'm going to replace, this time I'm going to replace this with y. This with the value of 1. So it's 2x plus 1 over x minus 1 is equal to 1. Replacing this with 1 as we have got 1 in both cases. So by cross multiplication, this is 2x plus 1 is equal to x minus 1. So now 2x minus x is equal to what? Minus 2. And here also I'm getting x as minus 2. So we have the same values, right? It is an equal roots where the x is same. So what are the two values of x that's same? That's minus 2. So we have to solve for x and we got x is equal to minus 2 or x is equal to minus 2. That is a real and equal roots. This is question number 2. Here too we are going to solve for x. And unlike previous question here, we cannot do the manner we did in the previous question because the one is not the reciprocal the other. So, but one thing is clear that we can take x minus 2 as common, right? Where is x minus 2? Yeah. So let's begin with solving. If I take this as common, that is I'm taking 1 over x minus 2 as common. So what we are left with inside, this is 1 over x minus 2 plus 1 over x minus 3. And outside it is equal to 2 by 3. Now for further simplification, we are going to what I took LCM? I took LCM as x, I took x minus 2 as common, right? Sorry. So it should be what? X minus 1 is left here. Now, if I take LCM here, it's going to be what? X minus 1 multiplied by x minus 3. Clearly, this should be multiplied by x minus 3 into 1 is x minus 3 and x minus 1 multiplied by 1 is x minus 1, that divided by 2 by 3, right? For further simplification, what I can see that this is x plus x. I'm not cancelling. I'm saying that x plus x is 2x and minus 2 minus 1 is what? Minus 4. That divided by x minus 1, x minus 3. Do not be in haste of doing multiplication, expanding the number. Try reducing. That's what is in my mind. That if I take 2 common from here, right? What I mean to say that if I take out 2 common from this, what I'm going to get is 2 times x minus 2, and below we have x minus 1 into x minus 3 is equal to 2 over, was that 2 over 3? This is 2 over 3. Now check here, we can cancel x minus 2 and x minus 2. And even you can cancel this 2, right? 2 ones are 2. Okay, now next part is now here onwards you will expand, right? So I can expand this. If you do by mind calculation, or you may do it by actual working. Well, x into x is x square and x into minus 3 minus 1 into x and so on is equal to 1 over 3. Next, I'm going to write down this as what? X square minus 4x, right? And I'm at the same time doing cross multiplication. So this is a x square minus 4x from here plus 3, right? Multiplied by 1. And on the other side, 3 multiplied by 3. Okay. So even this get cancelled. So we are left with x square minus 4x equal to 0. And do not transpose these values, right? Do not transpose like this. You are not doing a linear equation. It's a quadratic. So must factorize it. Here onwards, you can lose marks. So I'll take x common. So it's going to be x minus 4 equal to 0. Then you must show in the exam that x is either x is equal to 0 or x minus 4 is equal to 0. There's a marks for this step. So now x minus 4 equal to 0. If I write it once again above, what we have got here is we got either x is equal to 0 or x minus 4 is equal to 0. So it implies that x is equal to 0 or x is equal to 4. So we have 2 values of x. Now at the same time, they have already mentioned that x cannot take these values. So must cross check it that is your values disqualified in any of the case. Moreover, even replacing x with 0, where is that? Not x. What was that? Yeah, we got x only, right? So that's x only, and we have already cross-checked that. Here, x cannot take 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, but our values are 0 and 4. So we'll say that this is our answer.